Yo, what's up guys, my name is Top5 Dude. Today we'll be taking a look at 5 emotional reunions and meetings caught on video. Quickly before we start, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below including the hashtag emotional, and you might win one of the 3 shoutouts at the end of my next video. With that said, let's jump right on into the list. Number 5. Starting today's list off, we have a brother and sister who reunited after 20 years. Now, the sister in this case was looking for her brother because she knew he was adopted out of the family. After trying a lot of adoption websites, she finally found her brother through the website called adopted.com. She then contacted and met up with him, and this is what happened.
Let's go. Oh, he's down there. Do I walk down there? Do I wait for him? Or I don't know what to do right now.
It's up to you.
I think I'm gonna walk down there. Hi. Good, how are you? Good. Oh my god. Wow.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, this is intense right now.
I know.
Number 4. Moving on, we have 2 twin sisters who were separated at birth and reunited on the TV show Good Morning America. Now, these kids were adopted by 2 different families in America, and one of the parents found out she was actually a twin. When they reunited, they both got very emotional, and you cannot even tell the difference between them at all.
Last month, Jennifer becomes curious about daughter Audrey's past. With the help of a Chinese researcher, she discovers this photo. It shows Audrey on her Chinese foster mother's knee with another baby who looks just like her.
It was unbelievable. I'm like, how, I mean, this is stuff you read about, and how could it really be that there are 2 of them? As soon as I had that picture, I was desperate to find out who that other child was.
Come on out and meet your sister!
Audrey, we said you had 3 brothers, 3 older brothers. How did it feel to have your sister now?
Like, I finally have a, like, it felt like there was somebody missing, so it was like, now it's complete.
Okay.
It's complete. And you all have been so wonderful in sharing that.
Number 3. Moving on, we have a video of a couple meeting up for the first time after having a long distance relationship for a long time. When they finally meet, they literally hug for the longest time ever. It must be really nice to finally meet the person you've been talking to day in and day out for such a long time. Number 2. Moving on, we have a man who got reunited with his stolen dog after 2 entire years. Now, he gave his dog to his friend because he was going through a divorce and was homeless at that time. 3 months later though, he was back on his feet, but his friend did not want to give back his dog. For some reason, his dog later ended up in an animal shelter and he received an email that it was time to update his microchip information for the dog Chaos. He then found out his dog was in a shelter and instantly went over there to get him back. Keep in mind, when he gave away his dog, he was still a puppy. Now it's a full-grown dog, but he still remembers his old owner and gets really excited.
Come on. He's like, is it really you? Right. Really you? There it is. Oh, there it is. An email address there if you have one. Oh, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He's so excited now. Oh my God. Oh, I know. Wow.
Yeah. Oh.
Number 1. On the number 1 spot today, we have a guy who found out his mom that gave him up for adoption 20 years ago works in the same store as him. Now, this guy was looking for his birth mom online and that's how he ended up finding her. It must be kind of weird finding out that you have been working with your birth mom for a while, but I'm really happy to see they now have a good relationship.
Well, it's really interesting who she is, not only that, but also just how close she was. Now, Steve Flagg has been searching online for his birth mother for 4 years, finding nothing. Then he noticed he was spelling his birth mother's last name wrong. He fixed it and got a hit: the home address of a woman in Grand Rapids.
And I thought, well, that's really close to Lowe's where I work, and I bet I've seen her in the store, not really knowing to what extent I'd seen her in the store.
He was telling a coworker about the mix-up, that the name was Talady, not Talladay.
And she's like, do you mean like the Chris Talady that works here, the one, the head cashier up front?
A manager looked up the home address. It was a match. It was his mother. But Steve didn't know what to say, so he waited.
Just seeing her at work and thinking that's my mom, and this is very, very strange.
Last week, an adoption agency worker agreed to break the news to Chris, explaining only that a coworker named Steve was the son she'd given up for adoption 22 years ago. But there are several Steves that work at the Plainfield Avenue Lowe's.
But I just knew it was Steve Flagg. I just knew it was. It had to be.
Chris asked the manager to check the files.
I gave her his birthday, and she came back. She's like, he's your son. And I said, my God.
For 8 months, the cashier and the delivery guy had worked together, joked around.
He did the same to me?
I know.
It was hilarious.
Never suspecting they were mother and son.
It was just like,
instant, yeah.
You know, hug me.
Yeah.
Hug me. I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah,
you know,
really.
hug me. And we just sat down and just talked, and we have so much in common.
Yeah.
Now they're easing from co-workers into family members.
He's a good person. That's what I was hoping. He would turn out to be a good person.
Genes.
Good genes. That's wonderful. Thank you.
They like what they see in each other and in their future.
Geez, do I want to meet his mom and dad, because they did such a good job. He's such a good guy.
These are all the videos for today, guys. Let me know down below which video you thought was the most emotional out of this list. As always, I'll be giving 3 shoutouts. The first shoutout goes to XX Gaming Squad XX. The second shoutout will go to The Sniping Bro. And the last shoutout goes to Galaxy Cat. Go check out their channels if you have some free time. If you do, then don't forget to comment something on one of their videos saying something like Top 5 Dudes Send You. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If so, then you know what to do. Smash that like button like always. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.